Okay, a little late. I joined with two other friends. I'm in a new party right now, and this is headquarters on bot. It's a little laggy right now, even though it's showing a green connection here. It was a little bit of delay because I was actually trying to make my logo a little bit smaller. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit smaller now, so it wouldn't actually block the score, so you guys can see who's winning and who's up and who's losing and everything. So it was a little bit of delay there, but I still managed to get a couple kills that were actually trying to spawn trappers in the back. So here we go. One thing I actually hate about the bottom map is that it lags a little bit sometimes. Maybe it's a little bit short, but I don't know if you guys can actually see the lag. But you guys will, I think probably later on in the video, you guys will probably see some lag later on. I just took the whole, well, most of the squad there that was actually camped up on the headquarters there. This guy just spawned there. But I think it has something to do with the shortness in the map and the size of it. I don't know why it always lags on bot. Like whether it's domination or maybe it's what is domination or the headquarters in whatever game mode that you're playing, it tends to lag sometimes. Look at that lag. Like just like I was just talking about it. Some last spots you guys can actually see the lag in the video and on my screen, and yet it's showing a green connection. And that's what I was kind of talking about in a few parts back in the first video to kick off today's series. That I think it has something to do with the servers kind of coming crashing down, and I don't know, maybe the servers are probably just gonna shut down because some of the connections are not actually stable enough to actually run the match, to actually get through it. And sometimes when the hosts are in the game, and maybe sometimes the host won't even end the game, and maybe the game will just end itself because of such a bad connection, such a terrible connection going on. But sometimes the game at times will randomly end itself, and even when the host doesn't actually quit the game or back out of the match. But I'm actually playing pretty good right now, even though it's kind of lagging at times. And sometimes some of the shots can actually end up going through some of the enemies, and sometimes your opponent actually end up killing you somehow when you're actually shooting at them, and some of the shots doesn't register. But it's really laggy right now. I'm trying to actually make sure my connection is actually good and everything is good on the router, so I wanted to make sure. As I just kind of run into two people right there. I actually get one of them by a knife kill, but here's this guy that was actually right behind him. I wasn't actually expecting it. But see, as you see the connection kind of dropping. You guys can actually see it. You can actually see the lag on the screen out, as well as you can kind of see the sudden lag spikes that come up. And I tripped the claymore. I didn't even know the claymore was right there. But I tend to actually capture them whenever I'm playing headquarters on this map. I tend to actually try to cap it out and try to capture the headquarters as fast as I can before the match times out. So hopefully this match doesn't really time out, and maybe the host doesn't end the game, or maybe the game doesn't come to an end, because we're actually more than halfway through the match already. But it's just so laggy right now. Wow. It's so laggy. It's super lag. And some of the connections, it's just, at times it's good, and then sometimes it's just randomly lagging sometimes. Just like there, some kind of my screen kind of froze up. On my screen, I froze a little bit, and I wound up getting a headshot off a guy that I saw, but I was actually shooting at him. And someone else kind of got the kill and wound up killing me, and I guess someone else magically saw me on the other side. Double kill, yes. Got my UAV. There's this guy right there. Yeah, it's lagging again. So we captured the headquarters, but now that I think about it, I think that the airstrikes, and I think it has something to do maybe with the airstrikes causing the most lag, and maybe the helicopters too. Because I think it's so much going on the screen. Somebody messaged me on my friends list, but I think it's so much that goes on the screen, and it can't actually handle everything that actually goes on during the map, along with the airstrike, because that's a lot of pixels, and with the airstrike, with all the, you know, the blast radius from the airstrike, when you call in the airstrike on the game, and you get your chopper, and the chopper tends to shoot at most of the people that it can actually has the opportunity to actually get the kill on. So, and I think it's so much that the map can't actually handle itself. But yet, a map like Shipment doesn't really lag too much, and it's the shortest map in the game. And this one is a pretty short map as well, but it's actually bigger than Shipment. So, you would actually think that a map like Shipment, being the shortest map in the game, and my personal favorite as well, but you would think that Shipment would be the map that you actually lag, but yet the map that you actually lag on, but yet Bog is the most laggiest map next to Wetworth. And Shipment doesn't really lag unless someone actually has a bad connection. So the game's pretty much over. Let's just try to pretty much go out and try to get some kills till the score limit reaches 250. I thought I saw someone over here, but I can't see him because he's probably hiding in the grass. But someone else is coming on the outside the door. Here's two guys. So a knife kill, and that guy was actually waiting for me to actually come out, but he wound up getting killed anyway. So pretty fair match, and not a bad connection, but it was kind of laggy at times, which was kind of annoying. But we still managed to finish the match in time, and I still managed to do pretty decent with my two other teammates.